Welcome to Farm with Samuel once again. This is the farmer education on Farm with Samuel. If you are new to this channel, just subscribe to Farm with Samuel on YouTube. Like and share with others. Today we are speaking about improving soil health and boosting crop productivity for sustainable farming through crop rotation. Many are the reasons why farmers practice the kind of farming practices that they do. But if you really want to improve your soil health, there are some agricultural practices that you have to go through that will improve your soil health. And one of them is crop rotation. Someone will ask, what is crop rotation? Planting different crops on a set piece of land and rotating them during the growing season. For example, if you have a 1 acre land and you plant maize, let's say in the major season, during the minor season, it's not maize that you are going to plant again. You are going to plant a different crop. So let's say during the minor season, you plant cowpea, so that whatever that nutrients is lost in the soil, the cowpea that you are planting will replenish it. So crop rotation plays a vital role when it comes to soil health improvement. So I have some points that I've tabled down. So I'll read them and then I'll explain further so that we understand and we learn. This will help us improve the health of our soil. So crop rotation enhances soil health, boosts crop yield, and promotes sustainable farming by preventing nutrient depletion, controlling pests, improving soil structure, and reducing chemical dependency, ensuring long-term agricultural productivity and sustainability. Crop rotation ensures balanced nutrition distribution, strengthens plant resilience, and supports long-term agricultural sustainability. So it is very, very essential to practice crop rotation. I mean, these are some of the points that I've mentioned. If you go into or you practice crop rotation, you'll be able to prevent your nutrients from depleting from the soil, control pests and others. So it is important as a farmer to practice crop rotation. As a time-tested strategy, crop rotation ensures balanced nutrition distribution, strengthens plant resilience, and supports long-term agricultural sustainability, as I mentioned. So let's look at some of the key benefits of crop rotation for soil health and crop yield. If you practice crop rotation, there are some kind of benefits that you seek to achieve, or it will help you to achieve those kind of benefits if you practice crop rotation. So crop rotation helps achieve a profitable outcomes with minimal impact. So some of these benefits include soil fertility. Rotating crops prevents nutrient depletion that occurs from continuous monocropping. Different crops extract and replenish different nutrients from the soil, resulting in a more balanced ecosystem. As I said, if let's take for instance maize and cowpea. If you plant maize during the major season and then the minor season, you rotate with cowpea. The maize feeds heavily on the soil, and after you've harvested, when you rotate with cowpea tends to replenish the soil with the lost nutrients. Sometimes that is why most farmers or some farmers uses cowpea as a cover. So the cowpea replenishes the soil with whatever nutrients that is depleted from it. So crop rotation plays a vital role when it comes to improving soil health. So it is important as a farmer to practice crop rotation. And again, pest and disease control. Growing different crops disrupt pest and disease cycle, reducing their impact and the need for chemical interventions. This is one of the factors that farmer benefits from when he practices crop rotation. Pest and diseases are some of the challenges or one of the challenges when it comes to agriculture. Pests, they play their part, and then disease also play their part. So with these two, you tend to control them with chemicals and other agricultural inputs that normally farmers use on the field. But if you practice crop rotation, you break the cycle of these pests and diseases. Let's say I'll still use the um, cowpea and then the maize for an example. If you plant maize, some of the pests that you are likely to um, face or you are likely to encounter is fall armyworm. So if you want to break this cycle, the fall armyworm, they survive in a wide range of crops, but cowpea is one of them that if you rotate your crops or your maize with cowpea, it tends to break the cycle of the armyworm. So it's very, very important. And one other thing is crops that are of the same family. Crops that are of the same family normally have the same kind of pest and disease. So if you do crop rotation, you have to also ensure that you don't plant crops of the same family on the soil if you are doing crop rotation. So I've given us an example. You plant cowpea or you plant maize and you rotate with cowpea. So let's take note, and this will help us. Again, crop rotation enhances microbial activities. A varied crop sequence promotes beneficial microorganisms in the soil, which play a crucial role in nutrient recycling and soil health. This means that when you plant cowpea, the kind of work that the root system does in the soil, it's different from planting maize. So rotating these crops tend to help the microorganisms in the soil work at the rate that it can work better to improve the health of the soil and also improve or increase productivity. So crop rotation tends to bring all these benefits to a farmer, and in the long run the farmer seeks to achieve a sustainable agriculture or farming productivity. So let's look at some of the examples of crop rotation systems that you can practice to improve your soil health and then your soil structure and also ensure a sustainable farming. There are several crop rotation systems that can be implemented depending on the type of crops that are being grown and the conditions of every region that we have. So especially in Ghana, there are some crops that is grown in a particular area, and there are some crops that is grown in a particular area. So wherever that you are that you want to go into farming, you study these things, then you practice, and it will help you. So examples of the crop rotation systems: one is a legume and a cereal rotation. For instance, rotating both soya bean and maize. I also made an example of maize and then cowpea. This increases the nitrogen availability in the soil, benefiting the sequence maize crop. So let's say if you have a piece of land, as I said, the maize piece on the soil, and then the cowpea or the soya bean replenishes the soil. So the cereal is the maize, then the legume is the soya bean or the cowpea. So mostly leguminous crops fixes nitrogen in the soil. So it is very important when you want to rotate your crops. You have to know the kind of crops that you want to rotate each other with. The second one is root crop and then leafy crop rotation. Rotating crops like potato followed by cabbage helps maintain soil structure whilst managing pests. As I said, if you plant crops that are of the same family, you seek or you tend to still keep the cycle of pests and diseases within or on the soil or on the land. So it's very important to know the kind of crop that you rotate it. So the second point is the root and the leafy crop rotation. As I said, you plant potato and you rotate it with cabbage. You can also do others as well. Apart from potato, you can plant your um, your cassava, and then you rotate your cassava with the cabbage, or you rotate your cassava with your cowpea or your maize. So you can do that as well. And then the last example of the crop rotation systems is the three field or the four field system. Um, with this, the two systems involve rotating more than two crops on the same piece of land. So uh, creating diversity and then reducing the likelihood of nutrient depletion. So um, with this, you can plant, let's say, two crops, two different crops on the land for a period, and then for another period you rotate it with another two different set of crops. So these are some of the things that you need to take note as a farmer if you want to improve your soil health and boost crop productivity for sustainable agriculture or for sustainable farming under crop rotation. So um, with this or with this that we've learned is going to help us manage the health of our soil and then also boost crop productivity. As I said, if you are new to this channel, you can subscribe to Farmer Samuel on YouTube, like, so that the channel will be suggested to others as yourselves, and we all learn together and ensure food security and then improve our agricultural productivity. My name is Samuel. Just join me. Let us plant today and harvest tomorrow. This is Farmer Samuel.